Hello students, in this video what I am going to tell you, about how can you construct the shear force and bending moment diagram on MS Excel. First of all, what you have to do, you have to take the first value. So the first value of this point will be equals to x value and y value will be 0, 0. So the next point is the value will be x value we have the beam length, so it will be 0, and the y value should be 635, that is the shear force value 635.72. So the next value will be what we have covered the 2 meter length, so it will be 2. The value of x will be 6 is 2, and the y value should be 635 635.72. So the next point is here, and its value will be 2 comma minus 214.28, and this value will be what? This value will be first value will be 3 meter x value, because we have covered this from 0 to up till here, 3, and minus 214.28. So we will take x value as beam length, and here is this point value is 7 comma minus 314.28. So we will take values accordingly, whatever the values we are getting. So here is the value will be, the x values will be 7. Now what we have to do, we here like this we have to make write these values for the bending moment also. So 0 comma 0, first value. The second value will be what? 0 comma, no, not 0 comma, it will be 2 comma 127.1.44, and it will be what? 3 comma 1057.16, and this value will be 7 comma 0 for bending moment. So now what I am going to do, I am going to construct the shear force and bending moment diagram, what I have calculated the value. So now I am moving towards the beam length. So first of all, I am going to draw shear force diagram. So how can I draw it? So let me show you. So first column is for beam length, and the second one is for the shear force. So how can I write the value? The first value which I have taken over there, 0 comma 0. So I will write 0 for the beam length, and shear force is 0. Then the next value for the beam length is 0, and the second value will be what? I have calculated there for 635.72. So the next value will be 2 comma, so 2 comma 635.72, and the fourth value will be, there will be the fourth value, and it is again at 2, and the value is changing over here, so the value is minus 214.28, and the next value goes here is 3 comma, so 3 and this value was same, so I will copy it here again. And then I'm moving towards the 7 comma minus 3, so this will be minus 3, so I will change it minus 3, and the final value will be 0 comma 0, no, 7 comma 0, so I'm writing 7 or 0 here. So you can see these are the values what I put down here for the shear force. So I am going into the insert option and I am going to select the scatter, and scatter this one, scatter with the straight lines and markers, you have to select it. When I select it, so I have to right click on this chart and I am going for the select data. So I am going in the add option and I will write down shear force here, shear force diagram, and then I am going to select the X values, so I will click on this tab. Well, then I will go come back and X values I am going to select shear force, and for bending moment, sorry, shear force, I will select this, and for X values I have selected beam length. This is the beam length and this will be the shear force values, and you can see your shear force diagram which we have drawn on on the PowerPoint slide. And let me show you it again. So what you have to do, you have to go select data and you have to select in the you have to write down shear force diagram, shear force diagram, and I am moving towards the X values and I will select X values. Then I will go for the bending moment shear force values. X values will be the beam length, and you can see this is the diagram. So you can draw your shear force diagram like this. So on X axis you have beam length and on the Y axis you have shear force values. So this is the diagram. You can see that a straight line is going on and there is an inclined line over here. So let me show you my PowerPoint presentation on which I have let me show you new shear, and I am moving towards this diagram. So you can see the same diagram I drew on MS Excel. So I am moving towards the bending moment diagram. So how can I do it? Let me tell you. This is the bending moment diagram. You can see it, and I'm going to draw it on the MS Excel. Now I am going to draw bending moment diagram. For bending moment diagram, what I have to do, I need again beam length. Let me see. And there is bending moment. I will add this graph again on it, and if you want to draw it separately you can draw it as I told you earlier in this in my video. So I am moving towards the beam length. So first is 0, and at 0 what I have value, that is 0, and for next value is 2, and this will be 1271.44, and then I have 3, and the value is 1057.16, and the last value is 7 comma 0. So I have to select I have to right click on this graph and I will add over here. Already I have done shear force diagram. Now I'm going to add bending moment diagram. Ding. So X value will be what? Beam length, and Y value will be what? Bending moment. So I have selected, and then diagram is I have drawn the diagram. Now you can see there is no curve from 3 meter to 7 meters. So for this what I have to do, I have to take more values from 3 to 7. So how can I take more values from 3 to 7? For this what I have to do, first I have to write down the equation over here and I will get more values from here. So how can I get it? I have the equation for the CD region because I have the curve in the CD region. So what I have to do, The first value is 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So what I have to do at 3, so what will be the value? Then 1, no, 1. This will be 4 because we have to go for the increasing. But I am going to put the equation. So what I have to do? I have to put the values here. So for this, what I have to do at 3, there will be no 0. I am going to write the equation, bending moment equation for the region CD. So the equation was 1057.16 minus 214.28 steric, and you must put the sign of equals to, otherwise your calculations will not be done, minus 12.5 steric x is the D5, this cell. So I'm writing directly D5 and I will apply caps over it because D5 is square. So I will apply caps for square, bracket close, and the answer will be 1057.16. Now what is happening over here? It is getting changed. So now you are getting more values on 4 meter, 5 meter, 6 meter. So what will happen? Let me see. So I am moving towards this graph, select data, and for bending moment diagram I have to go for the edit, x values from here 0 to 7. So I only need precision for the region CD, and you can see there is a curve started to become draw. And for more accuracy, what can I do here? I can take values on 0, 0 0.5. So for this, what can I do? 0, 0 0.25, more accuracy, 0 0.5, 0.75, 1, 1.25, 1.5, 1.75, 2, and how many values I can take it, for example 2.25, and then 2.5, then 3, no, 2.75, then 3, 3.25, then 3.5, 3.75, then 4. So it will come here 7. So 3, 3.25, you can see 3.5, then I have will be 3.75, it is increasing, then 4, 4.25, then 4.5, 4.75, then 5, 5.25, then 5.5, 5.75, then 6, 6.25, 6.5, 6.75, and there is 7. Now I am going to draw this shear force bending moment diagram only. I am going to edit it, and x values for the beam length, and this will be like this. So now you can see the clear curve over here, and you will get more values over here. And one more thing you can do, you can go for the format axis on x-axis, and you will go for the minimum value will be 0 and the maximum value whatever it is, and you have to take major 0.5. So you will get more values here. Let me open it, and you can see the curve over here, shear bending moment. So this is the way you can draw the bending moment diagram or shear force diagram. Hopefully it will understandable to you. I already told you how can you take axis title axes, and you can provide legends. So shear force is showing from the blue line, and the bending moment diagram is showing from the uh, orange line. So it will be, hopefully it will be clear to all of you, and you will be able to construct it yourself. So thank you so much. Thank you. Hopefully you will get it. So I'm writing here beam length, and here will be shear force or bending moment you have to write down. So first you have to write down shear force and bending moment, and if you want to take it, make it separately, so you can make the graph separately, individually, what I told you earlier. So this is the way you can able to calculate it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for listening to me, and hopefully it will be understandable to you.